Hello and welcome to Celebrity Trends. If it's your first time, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell for more amazing news on your favorite celebrities.
There were lots of long faces, were there not, when Prince Harry came back over here to London for that recent court case? You know, the one in the High Court, but which you couldn't quite remember what he was here for. You get the picture, and a sort of evidence was mirrorless, chucked around as if, well, where's the concrete evidence? You remember that, and he came back to visit, and everybody said, would this be an opportunity for senior royals to reconnect with Harry after all? He'd returned alone, no baggage this time, and of course the bottom line for them was they were thinking, well, maybe he would want to connect with them. And then of course Harry's spin doctors put out the fact that nobody reached out to Harry. Let's not forget, this is only 6 months down the line since Harry dropped that bombshell with his book Spare, trashing members of his family, including the Prince and Princess of Wales, his father, Camilla. So you could hardly expect, could you? Tea and biscuits are waiting over at Windsor, as we told you here on the show. Though the King Charles is a very forgiving person, and truly, he believes that if he could connect with his son, he could iron out those particular problems, but also there's a ring fence of fear around Harry, and as ever, let me explain. As I say, I really wanted to get this one out for you because it is interesting in itself. As we all know, it's very difficult, isn't it? The situation now that Prince Harry has created for senior members of his family. As we all know, last time he came over to visit the Queen, the very last time he saw the Queen, he dashed back on American television to say he was looking to make sure the right people were around her. Cruel thing to say, very diggy, and of course did nothing to cement any forthcoming relations. But a lot of people were saying, well, why did he not take the opportunity to connect all his recent visiting made back here to the United Kingdom? Well, I was speaking to a very good source within a palace walls about Prince William, and you see, the bigger problem is really this: people talk about, oh, I have another person in the room. Record the message, make sure you've got 2 versions of events. It doesn't really work like that, you know. I mean, after all, you are supposed to be family, and you're supposed to be able to speak at length independently, and not worry about these conversations going out. After all, Harry sat down opposite to his ITV chum Tom and basically said he hoped it would remain private. The irony is alarming, isn't it? Wouldn't you think? But you see, the bigger problem for senior royals is this: it's not about whether Harry goes back out there and says they said they refused to do that, etc. It said even if they record that conversation, even if they have another witness in the room, they can't refute these stories, and that's a real reason why nobody wishes to sit down with Harry. In this current climate, he could go back and say anything. They didn't like me, they told me this, they said that about Meghan, and he knows that they can't go on public record to refute this. Obviously the Queen, and as we now know, Catherine the Princess of Wales, put it very succinctly with that line: recollections may vary, but how many times can you use that particular phrase? And Harry knows this, so when he does eventually at some point have to sit opposite his elder brother and explain his actions, which you will have to do at some point in his life, then it's going to be interesting as to what version that particularly hits the media. Of course, by all that point, things could have radically changed. Perhaps Prince Harry may be flying solo at that point, who knows? But for now, there is no way that William, Catherine, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Camilla, and of course the King Charles, alongside Princess and the Princess Royal, would even dream to sit down alone, or indeed with a witness in the room for any given length of time. What a sorry state of affairs Prince Harry's now boxed himself in. Wave.
Thanks for watching. Till next time on Celebrity Trends.